So welcome to the practical aspects of the fashion illustration class. So we start with our croquis. This is what we are starting with. This is called croquis. From this we move to this, then to this. This is the fleshing out aspect. So this one is ready for us to wear our dress on it. Okay, you understand? So now, what is croquis? Fine, we used to hear croquis, croquis, croquis. Croquis is just a skeletal figure. Yes, it is a sketch of a skeletal figure or a fashion model. This is where, should I call it a starting point? This is the first thing to do before we go into this. Then we drew our styles and all. So let me define what the croquis is. Croquis is a skeletal figure and a fashion model often used by designers to outline the basic pose, proportions and details of a figure, serving as a fundamental template for creating clothing designs. Sure, you get that? So now let's start with our sketching. The materials we need for this is your pencil, your ruler, your razor, and a sharpener. So and a A4 paper or a sketch pad. You can use A4 paper if you can't get a sketch pad. So with this we are good to go. So the first thing is there are some formula for these things for you to actually know it very well. You need to be conversant with the formula. So let's start. The first thing to do is to fold your paper into two, like this way. So we need to get the middle point, the middle line of this place. So now I'll draw out my middle line. Let me tell you something. When sketching, please make sure your pencil is very light on your paper, because you have to erase and erase. So with that, you won't have too thick pencil on your paper, so it will be neat. But I'll be making use of my with a deep shade. So my own pencil will be thick so that you can see what I'm doing. Now let's start. I'm drawing out my lines, my middle line. Yeah, I'm drawing out my middle line. So the first thing to do is let me get the paper. The formula for this is the first thing is we'll be using 0.8, 0.8, 0. Okay, let me start this way. The first step is 1, 1, 8, 1, 1, half, 1 inch, 1 inch, half inch, 18 centimeters, and 1 inch. 1 inch, 1 inch, 18 centimeters, and 1 inch. And also we need 0.8 centimeters, and we need 1.6 centimeters. So these are the numbers we'll be needing to sketch our croquis. So let's start. The first thing is the 1 inch. So I'll come to my line and measure 1 inch. This is my 1 inch, and I'll measure another 1 inch from that line. Then from that line, please, this is it. Make sure it is thick. I make sure it's thick so you can see. So then I'll measure another half inch. Half inch, then the 18 centimeters. Then 1 inch, So now this first 1 inch will be our starting point, SP. So this second one will be our jaw. The third one, the starting point of the 18 centimeters, will be our shoulder. Then the end of the 18 centimeters will be our ankle. Then this 1 inch, the 1 inch will be our foot. So hope you get that. Now the next thing is for us to divide these 18 centimeters into 3. So it will be 18 divided by 3, that's 6. So now we'll measure 6 centimeters. I'll measure the first 6 centimeters. So the next one should be 12 centimeters. So that's our 18 centimeters. So the first 6 will be our hip. Then the second 6 will be our knee. Now we have our starting points: jaw, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot. So now let's start. The next thing to do is, on this SP, the starting point, you measure 1.8 centimeters. We said we'll be making use of 0.8. So now we measure 0.8 here, to the right and to the left, to both sides of the 1 inch. This is my 0.8 centimeters. This is 1, and this is my 0.5. Then I'll count on that 1, 2, 3. This is my 0.8 centimeters. So I'll come down on the jaw as well and measure the 0.8 centimeters on both sides. Please make sure your lines are accurate, your numbers are accurate, your measurements rather. Make sure they are very accurate, because if there is any mistake in the measurement, it will really affect the sketch. So now this is the box for our head. Now we move to the shoulder. The measurement we'll be using for the shoulder is 0.8 and 1.6 centimeters. So now you come here, measure 0.8 first. 0.8. Then on the 0.8, you measure 1.6 centimeters. 1.6. Do you get? We measure 0.8 first, then 1.6 from this 0.8. This is my 1.6. The line after 1.5 is my 1.6. So whatever you do on one side, you are repeating the same thing on the other side. It is a symmetric figure. You are not doing a asymmetric figure. So you make use of the same thing. So now come here and measure my 0.8. 0.8 and my 1.6. So now we connect the lines, a straight line. Please indicate this point, because we'll be needing it. O, I think this thing is not correct. It looks small. Yeah, I'm right. So you connect them together. So now on the hip, we'll measure the same thing we measure at the shoulder. So 0.8, 0.8, then 1.6. And you should note that this is a standard measurement. So if you want to sketch for a plus size, you just have to add to the shoulder and the hip to give you for the plus size measurement. And if you want to draft for a slimmer figure as well, you reduce the measurements that we used. So now we have a shoulder line and the hip line. Now we are now connecting like inverted pyramid. But before we get to that, this shoulder to hip line, we divide it by 3, which is, we have 6 here. The shoulder to hip line, we have 6. So 6 divided by 3, that's 2. So I have 2 centimeters each. 2 centimeters. Yes. So between these 2 to 4 centimeters, we divide it by another 3. Yes, we divide it by another 3. So this will give us 0.6. So we measure 0.6, 0.6, and another 0.6. Zero point 0.67. So we have 3 lines. This first line to stand as our bust line. The next one will serve as under bust line. Under bust. So are we getting it? So now we connect this shoulder line to the middle of our hip line. The tip of the shoulder line to this middle, to the center of our hip line. This way. We do the same thing at the other side. So now we have a triangle. Now we are going for inverted triangle. Now we connect from the under bust line to the hip. The middle of our under bust to the tip of our hip. Now we have our inverted triangle. Are you getting it? So on this bust line, just draw a straight line. and on the other under bust line as well, just really a straight line. Yeah, so we move to our knee. So on this knee it's quite tricky, but it's not tricky. So the thing to do is the 0.8 we've been using, so measure 0.8, 0.8. So now this is our 0.8. Now half of 0.8, we will measure it in and out of this 0.8. 0.8 divided by 2, 0.8 centimeter divided by 2, we have 0.4. So 0.4, we'll divide it, we measure it in and out of this 0.8. Do you get? So this is it. This is 0.4, 0.4 in, then 0.4 out. Can you see? 0.4 in, 0.4 out. The same thing here. 0.8 first, 0.8, then 0.4 in and out. 0.4 in, out, 0.4 in. So we connect with a straight line. Can you see? You just have to take your time. It's not hard and it's not simple. You just have to take your time and watch it and see. So the next thing here on the ankle is we measure 0.8, 0.8, then the half of 0.8, which is 0.4 in. We don't need to measure it out, see, just 0.8 then 0.4 in. Same thing here, 0.4, 0.8 in, 0.8 then 0.4 in. So now we connect from this tip of our hip to the tip of our knee. So now see how I connect it. Easy 4 minutes. Yeah, I think it's now giving. You can see we are moving there. We are getting there. It's not actually. Just take your time, watch and practice. Just watch and practice. So now, from the tip of our hip line, we connect it to the 0.4 we measured in. From the tip of our hip to the 0.4 we measured out. Then the next one is from the middle of our hip to the 0.4 we measured in. Can you see? We measure the same, we do the same thing at the other side. So is it giving already? So now we want to connect from the knee to our ankle. So the thing is, you come out from here, from the knee, you come out, let's say half of a centimeter. Half of a centimeter. You just slant it a little and connect it back to our knee, to our ankle rather. So same thing here, half of a centimeter. then we connect to our ankle. So then here we just come out a little here as well and connect to the 0.4. So we connect to the 0.4. You know, we don't have a straight leg. So now here on the foot, so we don't, there's no measurement for that. Just draw a straight line on it. Then oh sorry, I didn't connect this line. So now here you just slant a little. Don't let it to be too far, just a little down close to the end line. Tilt a little close to the end line, then draw a curve. On the end line. Can you see? Do the same thing here. Close. Close. Okay. Yeah. Can we see? We are getting there. So now we have a bust line. On the bust line we have a hip, knee and foot. So these ones are ready. Now we need to move back to, this is our waist. Yes, the place, the points whereby the inverted pyramid are meeting, that is where our waist is. This point where they meet, where the two triangles meet, is where our waistline is. So we have our waistline of base. So this is our waist. Now we have to work on our shoulder to our bust. So now this 1.6 centimeters, we will divide it by 3. Yes, we will divide it by 3. So I'll be having 0.51 or so. Let me 1.6 divided by 3. I have 0.53. So now I'll measure the 0.53. 0.53 on both sides. Yes. So on the edge, you know, we divided 1.6 into 3. So we divided it. So now this last one, we divide it by 2, or you can just come in a little. So 0.53 divided by 2, or just come in a little. Yeah, so this, on the line that you come in, you will now, yes, you will now. So you build it straight, a straight line. straight line. So this is a straight line. Now on this edge, on the edge of their shoulder, so you rule a straight line of 8 centimeters, not too far to your hip, not too far, not too close. So I think 0.8 centimeters distance is okay. 0.8 centimeters is distance is okay. Or it depends on how your ruler directs you though. So you can just rule a straight line, or you measure 8 centimeters. So let me just rule a straight line. On the other side as well, I'll measure then my straight line. Yeah. So now on the waistline, you draw a circle or oval shape. Is it oval? Yes, it's not circle. So you come here too. So oval shape. Not too big, not too small. So whatever you have from this line, from the tip of your shoulder to the beginning of this oval shape, you measure it down for the wrist. I have 3.9 here. So I'll now come down here and measure my 3.9. So that's my wrist. So you draw a small circle. Can you see? You do the same thing here. Should be the same thing. Yeah, 0.9 3.9. Then you come down and measure 3.9. So you know this is our elbow. The elbow is at our waistline. If you check it yourself, just stand up and check where our elbow falls in. It falls at our waistline, and the wrist falls at our hip line. So now you draw the small circle here also. Can you see? So you connect. Oh, sorry. Actually made a mistake here. I'm sorry. I've mixed it up. Sorry. This the one we come in, you just come in, is the one you are going to measure to your hip. You measure out. Same thing here. You measure it out. So you measure it out. Then this one, then the next line to it is the one you measure straight down. You can just measure it anywhere. It's not necessary to get to your hip. So yes. Now let me draw my waist. let me draw my so now my small circle, yes. Now this tip will connect it to the circle. Is this circle over? I think this one is big. So we connect it here this way. So where this straight line and a triangle line are meeting, we'll connect it to the circle. They are meeting points. So same thing here. We connect the tip then we connect the points whereby the triangles and the straight line are intersecting. So can you see? Now we just come out a little bit here, not be too much, like half centimeters. Then we connect to the small circle. Connect to the small circle. You do the same thing here. Come out, then connect to this circle. Yeah. How do you feel when you get to this stage? You're almost done with all the work. So now we move to our bust. We need to do our breast. It's very, very important as a lady. So now you come in 0.4, the half of the measurements of 0.8 we've been using. So from the center point, you go in 0.4. Then on the other side too, you go in 0.4. Yes. On the bust and on the under bust. So from our bust line, you come up 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter. Then you connect it to the under bust. We just want to have a normal a shape of where our bust will be located. So now you connect to this straight line, the straight line we drew earlier. Straight line. So now you drew we are now going to draw an arc. So an arc, so can you see? I think it's very simple. It's just an arc round the square. An arc. An arc. So you can move your look at what we have here. So let's complete and so just come out half centimeter. Half centimeter. Then we connect it to the straight line. Yeah. Half centimeter. Half centimeter. Connect back to the straight line. Yeah, so this is all for today. So we'll move to the next step in the next video. Thank you. Please kindly watch and try your own as well and submit to the group. So you have an assignment. If possible, you can draw like 2 or 3 before class tomorrow. That will be fine. So thank you. Even if it's one you draw, it's still okay. So it's just like you drawing like 2, you sketching like 2 or 3 will make it easier for you to sketch more and you get familiar with it. But if it's just one you can do, fine. So now we are done for today. We'll continue with our head tomorrow, then we flesh out. This is just a skeletal croquis. This is not yet, it is not yet a fashion illustration, but this is the first step of doing the fashion illustration, of sketching a model figure. So thank you, watch and implement, or should I send a poke to you while watching? All right, now bye.